Hello, my good friends. So, I'm going to be doing something kind of unique today. I was inspired by Justin at Triumphal Reads and his sort of like science inspired readathon, and this first quarter is biology. I love biology. Um, yeah, so I mean, I've always said I've always wanted to be a doctor. I'm just not good enough at math. Anatomy, physiology, biology, different from math. So we're going to go into animal science today, and I'm going to be recommending or pairing animals with books. So let's get started. So the first animal, and I also took recommendations from people in my Discord. Join my Discord if you want. The first animal I'm going to talk about is a wolf. So a wolf is bulky, it's sturdy, it's courageous. So you may roll your eyes at this, but I'm actually going to recommend Wolf Hall, and not because of the name, because this is a sympathetic portrayal of Thomas Cromwell, who is a pretty big villain, and wolves can be villainous. They can kill your pets and stuff like that, but it's bulky. And it was also very brave of the author to depict someone as loathed as Cromwell as a hero. And so next I'm going to do a stag. So stags are agile, they're graceful, but they're powerful. And I'm going to recommend So Late in the Day by Claire Keegan. So this book reads really, really quickly, but it also packs a huge punch. It's about a man in Ireland around Christmas, and he finds out about the dark underbelly of the Catholic Church and what they do with what they call fallen women. It's not even, I mean, it's really not novel length, even though it's called a novel. And I think there was just a new movie with Cillian Murphy, which I haven't watched yet, even though I love Cillian Murphy. So now we're going to move on to a chicken. So chickens are sturdy, and everyone eats them up, kind of like everyone eats up the book, The Pillars of the Earth. So this is great for people who love big, chunky fantasy novels. Not so much, I would think, for the literary crowd because the writing's really not that good, but it's a great entrance from the fantasy sphere into historical fiction. Like pretty much just add dragons, and that's a Game of Thrones novel. And next is a guinea pig. Guinea pigs are social, they're very vocal, they're fluffy, they're cute. I love them. You guys know that. And so I'm going to recommend Harry Potter. Harry Potter is a social guy. He's got his group of friends. It's very accessible. It's cute. It's fluff, even though it has some good messages, but it's just very digestible, kind of like a guinea pig in Peru. So next is actually my favorite animal. My favorite animal is not a guinea pig. It is a pangolin. Now, pangolins are cute. They're adorable. They're awesome. But they have a very, very disturbing backstory when you look into it. So I'm going to recommend The Hunger Games here. The Hunger Games is light. It's fun. It's YA. It can be cute in areas, but it's kids killing other kids. So pangolins are the most trafficked animal in the world. They're from Southeast Asia and Africa, and they are illegally trafficked for their medicinal qualities and their scales, which really have no medicinal value, and they're a luxury feast for mostly people in China. So if you want to donate to Save the Pangolins, there will be a link in the description. So next is an iguana. I have actually never seen an iguana in real life, I don't think. So they are very territorial and defensive. And so I'm going to recommend a book called Crusader King about Baldwin the Fourth, the leper king of Jerusalem, who defended his kingdom from Saladin. Next is a longhorn. You can probably see where this is going. It's rustic, it's tough as nails. We're going with Lonesome Dove. Come on. Two old, hardy guys going on a cattle drive. How could you not? Next is going to be a penguin, and I think a penguin would just enjoy all the classics. And so after a penguin, we're going to talk about a rat. So rats are intelligent and agile, and they're associated with the plague in pandemics. And because of that, I'm going to recommend The Pool in the Stars. This is a novel about a very intelligent woman. The writing's really smart. Um, it reads pretty quickly, and it's about Spanish flu. So it's about a plague. So next is an otter, and these are social, they're optimistic, they're fun-loving. Because of that, I'm going to recommend a rom-com. I'm going to recommend Love on the Brain. So next is going to be a bee. Bees are busy, they are adventurous, and they actually are novelty seeking. They'll seek to do kind of different things, I learned when researching this. So busy, I thought of Brandon Sanderson. I thought of Tress of the Emerald Sea. That has kind of an adventurous, buzzy little vibe to it. Next is going to be a fox. So foxes are quick, they're cunning, they're unreliable, just like the narrators from Gone Girl. And then an owl. It is analytical, it is reserved, it is wise. So I'm going to go with The Dead by James Joyce. This analyzes really the role dead people have in our lives, our everyday lives, and shaping like people have died in the past and how much impact they've had on the life that we've become. And so Bearded Dragon, this is my second to the last one. So they are docile, aka kind of boring when they go into brumation. They're a dragon, so guys, I gotta go with fourth wing here. Accessible, a little boring, a little overhyped, kind of prickly. Yeah. And so this is the last one. Animal I've always wanted, but I've never had, a cat. So cats are regal, they are neurotic, they have claws that sink into everything. So I'm going to recommend The White Queen, because this is about Elizabeth Woodville, who was a commoner who got in to be Queen of England. She was actually Henry VIII's grandmother. She was a little neurotic, and she sank her claws into Edward IV and did not let go. So that's it for me, guys, for today. I hope you enjoyed this kind of like different type video. I may do more of these, and I'm definitely going to use the background more because it just looks so bad in this apartment. So, all right, guys, keep reading, keep writing, keep loving words. I'll see you next time. Bye.